Hi there, I'm Gordon Wilson and this is my studio set up here in Mulgai, and doing this little video to introduce you to the work that's currently being shown at the Fotheringham Gallery in Bridge of Allan. This is my second featured artist show with Claire and Lee at the Fotheringham Gallery. I only exhibit with galleries that I get on genuinely with the gallery owner, and I have this very lovely relationship with the girls at the Fotheringham Gallery. They're very fair and they're very good at what they do, and they're set, the gallery itself is a beautiful gallery set in a lovely little suburb called Bridge of Allan. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of the world, and I feel very blessed to be able to exhibit there. The first one I wanted to talk about was this one here, which is the calm before the storm. It's a bit of a phase I went through, an idea I had one morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is when I generally have the more wacky ideas. And I knew I wanted to do my biddy in a bath, only this time she seems to be sharing it with her partner. I was inspired by obviously her and him in this sort of incongruous setting of the bathroom and the lovely antique bath, and people can read into it whatever they want, but I called it the calm before the storm, but it could equally be called searching for the soap or something like that. But that's the one, that's the sort of less contentious title, I suppose. And I mean, again, I always try and explain that I'm not painting for the general public. I paint for me, so some people might like it, some people might not, but I absolutely love it, and it's one of my favourite paintings in the exhibition. So this painting, I'm revisiting an old theme. I find it's quite a cyclical thing, so for instance, I went through a phase of doing pigs' heads and things, and I then went through another phase of doing bees, and for a long time that's all I was doing. I'm revisiting the bees again, but this time, interestingly, I'm incorporating gold leaf, which I haven't done for many, many years. So I've got this one, this particular painting is called Bee Squared, and it's a couple of bees on a white background with the dark background, but with the gold leaf squares, which is it's a more design aesthetic, which I liked. Again, it was just an idea. There's another one in the exhibition called Queen Bee, which is just obviously the single bee, but I think it's quite nice to have two bees together. It's like him and her, if you like. I don't know if bees have relationships like that, but I like to think that they do. It's very simple in its concept, very simply executed, but I think it's very, very impactful, especially in the nice black frame. I'm kind of known for my paintings, my landscapes with poppies in them. I've always done poppies. I love poppies, and my perspective is kind of right in amongst the poppies. I don't like to name drop, but I did a little bit of filming with Dame Judi Dench, and I did a painting with my poppies in it, and she enjoyed that because it was just like moving lots of red around. This is actually a painting inspired from a view of Bridge of Allan. Wild poppies, you see them, and every time I see them, it's like every time I see a belted Galloway, I kind of stop the car and take photos and sketch. So yeah, these are my poppies, and you're drawn into the foreground. So you're looking as a child would through the poppies into the background, and invariably there's a little button den or a little cottage, which I like to add into the painting just to give it a bit of perspective. So in this exhibition in particular, I'm trying to give a little cross section of the sort of themes or avenues that I go down. And this one is a still life, quite clearly. Again, poppies. I just love painting poppies. So this one, I've got the poppies, but they're in my dark vase. Again, I've used a bit more of my gold leaf in this painting in the vase itself. Again, it's more a stylized thing because I didn't actually look at still life to paint it. It's from my imagination, so everything is kind of made up. That's kind of the way I work. I don't have a still life in front of me, but I like to create the still life. And so that's what I've done here. It could quite easily have ended up being a landscape, to be perfectly honest with you, because I started off with the poppies, but I quite like the stylized jug or pot and the white tablecloth, and obviously a bit of shadow, which I think looks quite nice. There's, I think, 18 or 19 paintings in the whole exhibition, and I like to think I've got a bit of a selection of everything that's going on in my mind. I've absolutely loved preparing for the show, and I've loved putting it all together. They're all my babies. I've put them into the frames, and now they're going off to the Fotheringham Gallery, and I really hope that you enjoy the exhibition as much as I've enjoyed painting it.